Sorry about that.
What are you guys doing down there? Welcome to the channel. This is Chris from Off-Road Nation 606. So today I want to do a walk around of my 98 Jeep Cherokee. So it has changed quite a bit in the last couple of months. Definitely done quite a bit to it. And I'd like to do a full walk around showing everything I've done, because they are quite a bit of new subscribers and some new people watching the channel. So I would like to do a full walk around showing everything that's been done to it. So here we go. So I think I'm gonna start from the front and then work my way around, and I'm gonna try my best to remember everything I've done, because it has been quite a bit and some things have been done a long time ago. So up front I changed out the factory headlights and replaced it with the LED ones. Highly recommend you do that if you have the factory headlights, especially at night, or if you do any type of riding at night. I definitely recommend replacing those, because the factory ones definitely ain't no good. So for the front bumper, it is a DIY bumper. I believe it also come from Amazon. I did modify it a little bit. So I added some LED flush mount pods and also added the stinger bar. So for the winch, I went with the Badlands 12,000 pound winch. Hopefully don't have to use it much. So as you can see, the paint is Raptor liner, and it's color matched from the factory color, the gunmetal pearl. I got the tintable Raptor liner. I always did like this color, so I decided to go with that. So this hood scoop, it does work. It come off a JK Wrangler. I just cut the middle section out and then molded that on there. I do like it pretty good, and you do feel some heat that comes out, so it does help keep some of that heat out of the engine bay. So under the hood, I did swap the 4.0 out with the 5.7 Hemi. Pulled it out of a Grand Cherokee. This is probably one of the most favorite things I've done to the Jeep. Just wanted to do something different. So that definitely helped out a ton with power, especially running these 38.5s. Then I changed the battery out to the Ultima red top. I do want to make a video going over everything you need to know to Hemi swap your XJ, because I do get quite a bit of questions about it. So I will do that really soon. So for the front axle, I do have a Dana 60 Kingpin, and I've got the R-Tech truss, and I changed out the steering arms. I got it as a kit from Barnes 4-wheel drive, and got the Heim joints for the ends, and also got a adjustable track bar. I don't remember the brand of it, but so far it has held up pretty good. And then the coil springs, they are the 5.5 Rubicon Express. And then I've got the adjustable coil spacers, so that makes the front to a 7-inch lift. And I just added a sticker to the shocks. Those are actually Skyjacker. And then I've got the Iron Rock 3-link kit, and it comes and ties midway with the Jeep. Probably a little bit hard to see, but very happy with the 3-link. Definitely gives a lot of flex, actually to the point where I need to put limit straps on it. That'll probably be something I got to do soon, because it'll actually flex enough to where I can pull the coils out. So definitely don't want that happening a lot. So for the tires, I'm running the Super Swamper Boggers. They're 38.5, and they're the 15.5 wide on a 16-inch rim, and these are the steel wheels. And then on the front fenders, I have the affordable off-road front fender armor. Did trim just a little bit of it. So pretty happy with that. And then I added some pod mounts on the roll cage. So the roll cage is from Exofab. And then I added a 50-inch light bar. It's Rough Country brand. So for the rock sliders, those also come from Affordable Off-Road. It's a pretty good kit. I definitely like the way it's tied in. I've got all this welded in, and then might be hard to see again on the video, but I've got it tied all the way into the frame stiffeners, so it's definitely very solid, and I can even jack the Jeep up on these rock sliders and no issues at all. So I added this chain just for support step, because it does sit pretty. Definitely makes it a lot easier to get in. Then I have the door armor. I think those come off eBay. I don't remember the brand of it. And then also in the back have the Affordable Off-Road rear quarter panel armor with the rub rail. Definitely like the way that looks. I always did like that. So moving on to the interior. So I've got the racing seats. They are Pexmore brand. Never actually heard of these before, but I thought they looked good and looked like they was built good. And so far, definitely happy with them. Those come from Amazon. And then I switched the factory radio out to the touchscreen one. I like that a lot better. It's got the Apple CarPlay and everything, and all the maps, so that'd be good for the trails. And I changed out the dash bezel to the one made for the double din radio. So my shifter looks different than the factory one, because I'm running the one from the Grand Cherokee from the Hemi. Same with the gauges. Might be hard to tell, but I did raptor line the floor. Took all the carpet out. So the center console lid, that come from a Grand Cherokee. I can't remember right off what one it come off of. I think it might have been a ZJ, but it's got the cup holders in the back, and it does fit pretty good and definitely functions good. And I've got fans in here because I didn't ever hook up the air conditioner. So in the back, that's how the roll cage is tied in. It does go through the roof, but it is sealed off good. So I've got my trash bag coming from Bleepin' Jeep. Got it tied in here to the back. And these are my tube doors for the front. I do want to get some from the back eventually. And I've got it where I can take these off real easy. So I replaced all the bushings and pins with some quick release pins. So that does make the door come off in just a few minutes. The hardest part about it is just feeding all the wires back through to unplug it behind the kick panel. But I think in the future I will add a plug out here where I can unplug it real quick. I'd like to get one kind of similar to a trailer harness. where it's just one plug, but I need to get one that can hold up to at least 20 wires. But the tube doors are super simple. Got them off of eBay. And then in the back, I've got another DIY rear bumper. Also added some LED flush mount pods in the back. So definitely like the way that turned out. A lot better than the flimsy factory one. So the rear axle, I'm also running a Dana 60 in the back. And I've got the Barnes 4-wheel drive truss in the rear. So for now I'm still running leaf springs in the back, but these are the 5.5 inch Rubicon Express. And believe it or not, they do flex really good. So in the back, here's how the roll cage ties in the back. Same way, also goes to the roof. And I've got a little toolbox and a couple tools back here just to keep with me. I would like to add quite a bit more. I really want to put some kind of jack in here. I probably go with a bottle jack, because if I put a full-size jack in here, it'd just take up way too much room. And I would like to get maybe a high lift jack. I might be able to mount it on this bar. And I'll probably add a fire extinguisher. And I do need to get an air tank too, just in case we gotta do any tire repairs on the trail. I also added another fan back here. So all the lights, if you notice, they are smoked. A friend of mine actually done these. I think they turned out really good. He also done the side marker lights and then the turn signal ones. So probably won't be able to see anything, but the transmission, I'm running the 545 RFE from the Grand Cherokee, and then running the factory 231 transfer case. And since I'm running the 545 transmission, the transfer case sits back a little bit different. So I changed out the shifter linkage for the 4-wheel drive to the cable shift. Highly recommend doing that. It's so much easier to deal with. Plenty of room for adjustments. But hopefully I covered everything. Definitely done quite a bit. I've been building off and on it for several years now. So it's just hard to remember everything. I did forget to mention the frame stiffeners. Those are from DBM. I've got them ran all the way through to the back. So I just wanted to make a video showing everything I've done to it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see some more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching.